In this lesson, we'll start to create the first reducer component. It will be the housing. We'll export a blank model designed in another CAD system and check it. Then we'll add the bosses and the holes using new functionality. Let's create a new part document. Go to the Model Properties and change the part name to Housing and the designation R00.02.00. Save the document. To create the housing part, we need the layout geometry elements. Start the Copy Objects command. Switch to the selected file position and select the document that we created in the previous lesson. Select the housing cover collection. Confirm. Next, we'll take a reducer housing blank that was made in another CAD system and modify it. Go to File, Import to Current Model. It's a new command that allows you to insert models saved in Exchange and proprietary formats into your assembly. Select the step format. Open Housing Blank STP. The first thing we need to do after importing from another CAD system is to check whether the mathematical description of the geometry is correct. Let's hide the copied elements. Start the Geometry Check command in the Diagnostics toolbar. It's a new command. Select the housing blank as the object to check. Select the options, Open Edges, Self-intersection, and Small size. Run the check. As you can see, there are no errors. Save the result. After saying, a new object appears in the tree. Let's create a cylindrical boss on the part and hide some of the copied elements, the shift hole and the flange. Start the cylinder command. To specify the cylinder position, select the circle. Please note that in the snap point field, the in-center snap has appeared. Then, clear the Diameter by Object field and set the diameter to 150. The distance is 25. The direction should be inward. Confirm. Now we'll add a conical boss. Start Cone by center of base, diameter and height. Select the point of the flange sketch as the snap point. Select the flat face to define the cone's z-axis direction. It should be downward. Set the diameter of the cone base to 55. The diameter is 35. Confirm and stop the command. Click Plane Hole. Create a hole in the conical boss. Select the face, the snap point. Set the diameter to 15. Turn on to Object and select the bottom face of the conical boss. Confirm the hole creation. Start the Extrusion Element command and select the areas of 4 holes in the copy of the flange sketch. Select the subtraction result. Change the direction if you need. Confirm. Stop the command. Create a new sketch on the cylindrical boss. Create a point at some distance from the circle center. Align it with the circle center horizontally. Use the center snap to find the circle center easily. Set the distance to 55. Start the new command in version 24. Array by concentric grid. Select the point as the object to copy. Confirm. Select the circle center as the array center. The number of the instances is 6. Confirm. Exit sketch mode. Start the hole with countersink command. Select the face and the point. Turn on the thread. Select the standard for the thread. Set the diameter to 8. The thread length will be 20. The hole depth will be 25. For the countersink, select the by depth and angle method. Set the countersink depth to 1.5. Confirm. Start the array by points command. Select the hole in the tree. Activate the points field and select the sketch containing the points. In the preview, you can see 7 holes. Click the central point to delete the central instance. It appears in the Delete Instances section. Confirm and stop the command. Let's mirror the elements we've created. The array by points, the hole, the cone, and the cylinder. Activate the plane field and select the XY plane as the symmetry plane. Confirm. Don't stop the command and select the first mirror array to mirror it relative to the ZY plane. Here we have extra faces that we don't need. Use the Delete Faces command in the Direct Modeling panel to solve the problem. Save your work. We'll continue in the next lesson.